What is the role of the FSH test or the follicle stimulating hormone blood test in men? FSH has only one function, and that is to promote the proper maturation of the sperms and proper hormonal balance of things like testosterone in men. So its main job is to make sure that the testicles produce enough sperm so that a man is sufficiently fertile. Now, if the FSH is released from a gland in the brain, it's a tiny organ in the brain called the pituitary gland, which actually releases this FSH hormone into the blood. Through the blood, the hormone travels to the testicles, and there it causes cells inside the testicles to make the sperms. So the FSH test has actually two roles. I've included the normal range. A broad normal range of the FSH is somewhere between 1.5 to 12.5. Some labs even go up to 15 in men. If the FSH level is very high, what it would mean is that your brain is making a lot of FSH. But why is it doing so? Because normally if your brain makes some amount of FSH, it stimulates your testicles to produce some sperms, and that gives your brain the signal that okay, the sperms are being produced, you can now tone down the FSH a bit. But if your testicles are not producing sperms, if they're not doing their job properly, if you don't have enough sperms being made by the testicles, the brain thinks that the testicles are not getting the signal, and it keeps making more and more FSH, and so the FSH level rises. And a high FSH level is something we find in men who are not able to conceive, who are infertile. Now, on the other hand, if your FSH level is low, what it means is that your pituitary is not working properly. The gland in your brain which is supposed to make this FSH, it's not doing its job, and you don't have enough FSH in your blood, and that could be the reason why your sperm count is then low and you're not able to conceive. So the FSH test is useful in the fertility, what we call the fertility workup for men, where there is a lot of other tests that are also done. FSH is just one of them. I've added links to my videos on how we test for male infertility. Please do check that out. That has all the tests that you need to do. I've also added a link to my video on FSH itself, especially how this test is important in women. So please check that out if your partner also needs to be tested.